I am here to nest off with Martin Schultz, Brian Jackson, Anand Papu, Matt McElwain, and Evan Witkowski.
What are we doing,
You
gentlemen?
all have been invited here to this round table because you guys are some of the most articulate people that I know and intelligent.
I think it's bullshit.
Why and what's the rationale for why is 19 better than 18 or 22?
Well, I believe ever since they created the rule that the NCAA has gone to shit because people come in, they stay for a year and leave. How are recruiters for NCAA colleges going to make a good team that's going to be running for the Final Four every single year if they're going to have people come in and leave? You can't say no to them because if they want to come to your school, you got to let them play, right?
Shouldn't you have a paid athlete then in college? I mean, that's the only way you're going to keep individual from staying in college that long.
I mean, that's just totally changing the dynamic of the whole amateur experience. I mean, you can't pay college people because
If athletes are too good to be an amateur, then people are getting better younger. It means it's not a college issue anymore. Now it's a high school issue.
It's not even the fact that, it's one of the main reasons is because it's screwing up the NCAA college, recruiting agency and all their teams. But it's another thing that the NBA is drafting on potential. They're not drafting on players who have improved themselves. Okay? Teams are wasting money on people that do not belong in the league because of their potential.
First of all, schools are wasting money. Second of all, Evan, how do you think it affects the kids?
Well, it puts a negative, some kind of negative image into their heads that they get to go to school for free for a year, and then thereafter they've got the opportunity to go pro and make millions of dollars. And in that year they're going to school, let's say for example, you've got someone in semesters, right? And the college NCAA basketball season ends in March, and they get out, and they want to start doing NBA stuff. Well, they don't have to finish out their semester, that spring semester. So here now, people are stuck paying their second semester, or someone's footing the bill for that second semester, whether or not it's legal or illegal. So I don't know. I think it's a fucked up system as a whole, which is why I've officially come here tonight to declare myself for the 2011 burnout draft. So
You heard it here.
Nice.
You heard it here. I declared earlier this week.
and I shit my pants earlier. So.
I want to ask a question.
Yeah, please.
We seem to have a lot of haters and a lot of promoters. Not a lot of promoters here. And I want to know, the haters, what do you propose?
Well, see, the thing is, I feel like there's three options, of which they chose the worst. Is 19 not both worse than both 23 or a full college degree, or 18?
Or none.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. The middle is the middle ground is no ground. It's no man's land. It needs to be either here or there, not in between.
Absolutely.
In between, you screw not only the NBA, but you screw other institutions as well.
I like that quote though. The middle ground is no ground. It's no man's land. I like that.
You can't compromise in a situation like this. For a year. Let me change that. Why do you think that was? We need to find out the reason why they made that rule so that we can refute it.
Absolutely right.
Does anyone have Google? No, I think it was David Stern in the NBA. Absolutely. I mean, we know that the NBA changed the rule so that kids couldn't become eligible for the NBA draft without 1 year of schooling or being at least 19 years old. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So we're sending them to 1 year of school in hopes that they go to 2?
I don't think that would be the impression.
I mean, what else could you possibly generate from doing that?
I think you're trying to slow kids down from making a lot of bad decisions from going pro early at 18.
Or are you just trying to get 1 year championship?
No, I mean that's purely an NBA decision. I mean, because here's what I think of. When I was in Chicago about 10 years ago, Farragut Academy had a guy by the name of Kevin Garnett. and Kevin Garnett at the time was going to be first player in a while to go pro at 18 years old, which he eventually did. But Fairground Academy also had this guy by the name of Ronnie Fields, who was also, on a lot of people's radar, but then he ended up getting in trouble right before the NBA draft and never got drafted.
So is it the protection of the kids themselves, or is it the protection of NBA teams?
I think it's the protection of NBA teams, but it's not spoken like that. The NBA put it in place to protect the kids. There's your middle ground again.
But if the NBA, so if you're saying that the NBA did it as an interest to them, it's interesting because I think it's probably backfired. With the excitement about a new draft eligibility, then there was an encouragement for an entire age bracket of players to enter the draft not ready. It's a shame, like we ended up getting after the first year of college, players like Odin. I don't know. I don't think he's pro. I don't think he would have gone pro in the old system.
B.J. Mullins.
Yeah, we
Definitely not ready for the pros.
Now they could have been. I'm not saying they're not great players now, but they could have been greater players given more college fundamentals. I feel, and I think that the league, by making the 1 year rule, hindered themselves by making this excitement bracket. If they had done it a different way, more subtly, I don't know, had something else huge happen that week. I don't know. The media control a lot, but.
So are you saying then they should implement a rule to allow them to stay longer, so that B.J. Mullins and Greg Oden are better talents when they're coming out, or more refined, in a sense?
Yeah, well, it's hard to say because they're already being paid millions of dollars, and what the hell do they care if they're more refined or not? I mean, it's more of an issue that to play basketball you get paid a certain amount of money. Now it's a whole other issue whether that's too much. But to say that your stats would be a little bit better and you aren't going to be living on your $3 million signing bonus the first day anyway, it's a great ground. I don't know.